Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
So we're getting ready to do the overtime show. It's gonna be at 7 o'clock, so we'll be ready.
Oh, okay. Can Mayday be putting this on?
We'll do the little call in thing.
Oh, okay.
Blog talk.
Oh, okay, it's blog talk, okay. I can see you all really going on this show. This is a really fun show.
All right, y'all know we got overtime, so y'all can give it. Mel, I don't know why she's sitting over there.
I know.
15.
Oh, 15.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all can copy and paste on my page.
We're just gonna pull a few chairs around.
Oh, that's what you do? Pull it
Yeah,
around?
we'll pull the chairs over. But Joe, you didn't set us up.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the. I'm trying to do the.
Oh, you just pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on restrictions. He said I was You can use it all over. That's why it's called body butter.
Okay.
All over.
So is that safe if you want to use it late at night or early Saturday morning?
External, right? You can use it any time of day or night. Look, it's my favorite.
And it is a problem. I think all of us admitted to using the term "shut up"
Right.
once or twice, or
4, 5, 6 times.
10 times, like Joy, in a conversation. But it is a set of words that ignite. So I love Michelle's statement: is find another synonym to use. There's so many other words that you can use to tell whoever you're talking to, particularly your mate, to be quiet, or let's stop talking, or listen to me, or whatever it may be, versus using the word shut up.
Ladies, this thing is full of women right now. When we're in this intense fellowship with you ladies, all right? Why is it that y'all feel it's okay to say the word shut up? Because it happens. It does happen. So what is it that, we go, Melba, why do you think it's okay? Well, I ain't gonna say you think it's okay, but why does that word actually
use it? Yeah.
Right.
Although shut up is not a bad word or considered profane, it is in that category of words that you say to ignite. So it definitely don't put a F word in the middle of it. Shut
Right.
up,
What if you put the H word, like H-E-L-L?
Yes, those really ignite.
Now, that's a synonym to the F now.
Okay.
So what happens is, and I think one of our callers made a great point this morning, is if you're in a heated argument when you feel you need to tell somebody to shut up, one way to tell if you're losing the argument or you're not getting your point across, if you invoke shut up. You ain't winning. Your point is not being.
That was actually you're right. That was really good what our caller said.
Yeah, because you automatically go on the defense and you use that word.
Right.
And you probably if you feel you need to say shut up, you need to step back and think about what you're saying. Right.
Exactly.
Because that person is either not hearing you or not buying what you're saying.
So here's the deal. I'm the laid back person in the relationship, but he's more animated. So then when he feels that I'm not caring, or my emotion is not up on his level, then he constantly goes on and on and on. My response is, I heard you the first 4 times. Repeating yourself is not going to make me hear you anymore. So the 7th time, I'm at the point of, shut up, I heard you. But I'm not going to get all
But do you have to say shut
Lock it
up?
in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
We can't remember if we have told each other shut up because it is disrespectful. there's a better way of saying something. If your point isn't being heard, then you need to try some redirection. You know, calm down, go away for a little bit.
Right,
if you
right.
need to go to the grocery store and say, you know what, let's continue this a little bit later when I have a clearer head at this point, because I just don't think I'm being effective to you. We're not communicating right.
I love that, and knowing that I'm a planner and one that.
And what I stand for. And I don't like nobody cursing at me.
Right.
And I don't want nobody hitting me in my face. Okay, so
What about the spitting? Spitting is the lowest one.
Oh,
When I get,
don't.
I mean,
I don't
when I get
tolerate
spit
spit.
on, the queen of clean is gone.
But here's the thing, though. Well, me and my wife, we agreed to this. If we ever get to that point, we need to rethink the relationship, okay, our marriage, and we need to see, can we move on to something
And
different?
it's going to be on the amicable terms. I
Right.
kid you not.
Right. But I'm not.
Half. She getting half, right?
Yeah, she can have. I mean, my man code. The thing is, if I married this woman, and this is for anybody that's listening, or just for the people at the table here, man code states, leave things better than you find it. Okay? So, no matter how bad things are, you do what you got to do. You take care of responsibilities, and then you leave. Because one thing a woman should not be able to say about a man is that he left me stranded. And a women, I don't know how y'all do it, but no matter what the situation is, be a woman. I can't even speak for women. I'm gonna let y'all teach me on that one. But on a man, that's what I feel. What y'all think of, if y'all come to that point where y'all could keep telling each other to shut up, should a woman leave things better than she finds, or should she just walk away? I gotta ask Mel
Well,
to
what
take
if
on
they
that.
found it regular? Do you leave it regular?
Well, most things are regular when you find it.
No. And I think that's one thing as a single, well, at least for me, when I was single, I thought every day was going to be peaches and her. We're just cuddling and holding hands every day.
Wait a minute, rewind.
Peaches and her.
She said peaches and her.
Get
She
your
didn't say Beyonce and Jay-Z. She said peaches and her.
No,
Wow.
you know, there's going to
A-track.
be, beautiful, but then once I got in and I was like, what is this drama? Because again, I'm a low maintenance person. I don't like a lot of drama.
Right.
And it could be because I got married later in life. The later you do it in life, you kind of get set in your ways. And I'm like, hold up. So 3 years in, it's kind of like now we're finding our way and things are better. Because you have your good weeks and you have your not so good, strong, intense weeks.
I have a young man here, one of our great friends. His name is Carlos. And Carlos, I know dating is different for you guys. So I got a question.
They do.
Now, is that from, you're, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, you're 20 years old. Now, do you and your girlfriend or friends that are girls use the word shut up to each other?
We don't. And entertain. I will just wait until we can come to an agreement to discuss things on an adult level.
Okay, now that sounds good. Okay, that's the political answer, but that ain't what I hear out in the streets.
That's not.
So explain to me what's going on in the streets then.
Well, what
About this,
happens-
when the young folks are talking to each other and they're couples, and you're like, boy, shut up, you crazy. Or you hear them when they're arguing, they saying the word shut up, and it's getting escalated.
So what happens is that two things is what they see on TV and radio. They hear shut up on TV and radio, and they hear shut up in the home as well. So if you hear your parents saying shut up and do that, you're gonna more than likely, that's what you're being taught at home. You're being taught that the word shut up is acceptable. So you're using it amongst your friends and amongst your relationship.
Right. Now, I don't know, I guess, how did this situation happen? Because maybe you can help me out with this. Younger women, and fellas too, I think it's a sign of disrespect when they're telling your woman to shut up, okay? So how do you feel about that in your generation? I mean, I'm not trying to make you a spokesman for your generation, but I'm just asking y'all mindset. I know you deal with on a lot on the political side and business side, but kind of go back to some of your friends, because we all got those friends that deal with that. What is their mindset, and what do they do on a daily basis to make them have that mindset?
So being around my friends, what I see is that they accept, derogatory words and like shut up. They accept that amongst each other because
Now, do y'all consider that cool, or do y'all consider that disrespectful?
it's considered cool. It's considered cool.
So I think
Okay.
with the newer generation and the reality shows, things are a lot more ratchet as the kind of street word that we have used, and I think that's more acceptable when I think it should.
You're meeting a man. And a man say, well, have you ever been in a relationship where someone told you to shut up?
No.
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 Have you ever told anybody, or what? Have you ever been to when you told somebody to shut up? She's stuttering now. She's stuttering now.
Well, I would say be quiet in a in an aggressive way. I mean, if the argument, if the discussion gets pretty heated, but not shut up. But I mean, kind of, sort of, but in a different way.
Hold on. Explain this to me. What's the kind of, sort of, in a different way?
You beat around the bush with shut up.
Can you be quiet? In a loud way.
Right.
It may come across as shut up, but just be quiet in a different way,
Well,
in a different tone.
Okay. I got a question to ask you women. All right. When men are talking, all right, and y'all are really upset with us, I'm pretty sure all y'all gonna jump in on this from here, but when we are talking and we're saying something that you guys really don't want to hear, what is the best way for us to get our point across to you where you can listen but be nice at the same point? Because sometimes we just want to get our points out. So what should we do?
Say it one time and shut up.
But you may not hear it.
We do hear it. It's not a problem that we're deaf. You may not get the response that you want, and you have to be okay with
They
it.
don't get the response out of what they're looking for.
But how can we make y'all give us the response that we want? Because as long as when you give me my response, I'll be quiet. Why can't you just give me
We
my
don't know
response?
what you want to hear. And here's the thing about, I guess, what I'm learning about communication, and especially with us, and I don't mean to cut you off.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am- I
She just told me to shut up. Okay, fine.
No.
Pots and pans, pots and pans.
Peanut butter and jelly But that being said, if you're saying, honey, I need this, that, and number 3 done, I'm thinking we just need to do this. And we answer, okay, that's cool.
Right.
I understand what 1 and 2 is. I don't understand what 3 is. I'm not even sure.
Okay.
And then you explain those 2 and 3, like as if we didn't understand it. But then you take it to the next level, and y'all tend to invoke past mistakes into it. That's where it gets convoluted, the messages, because y'all will go back and say, well, you usually do this and you usually do that, but I'm trying to understand it in the present.
Right.
It's staying in the moment of the conversation instead of bringing unnecessary things into the conversation.
But now, baby, I love you, but I'm gonna have to say both parties are guilty on that because
Yes.
I think women and men happen to bring in the past, and that's a tough thing to get away from because sometimes I think, I guess it's just human nature. I would have to say that even though you want to get past what you want to talk about what you're talking about, but I think our caller said it best, Milton, when they said that when you're losing the debate, you have to say shut up or you have to bring in your defenses. And I think that actually makes sense. And I'm having a Oprah moment right now, a aha moment.
All
You
right.
know,
You have
but
a statement moment.
I'm having, okay.
Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show.